Hello again. So let us today in lecture 4 we look at after the follow up of lecture 3 is different data types in C language. So data types normally is discussed with respect to its type, the values that it can take. The values could be constant and the range. It's a size in bytes. Okay, then we also look at the operators that can be used with those data types and the operations that can be looked at with the data types, then that arithmetic that we can perform with respect to that data type. So this is what we discuss with respect to the data types. Now the data types in C language are classified into 4 basic types. So one is called character, which is again char, int, float, and we have something called double, right? So when we look at this, the char, int, right, or can be of course we look at int again has different qualifiers. One is short, the int itself, and the long. Of course these can be discussed, this will be discussed with respect to value, constant, range, etc. So all these can be signed or unsigned, which means that the signed or unsigned qualification doesn't apply for float and double. So if at all I want to declare, let us start with character ch. The character ch, again if you look at the values that it can take, it depends on the machine character set. So the type, again character type is the type of a character is nothing but the character itself. Then the value constants is your character are always in single quote, so they become character constants. Okay, the size of a character is 1 byte. We will verify that, and we know a byte is 8 bits. A character can be signed or unsigned because of our earlier properties. Okay, we will see that, because the moment I have signed or unsigned, the range will change. That's what it actually means. We will also verify, as I told you, the size of a character. But one thing to observe is the size of a character constant is size of the int. A little bit confusing, we'll try and clarify that. So size of character is 1 byte. Okay, this is what we actually mean. So let us verify all of this together. So I want to print the what is the content of the character ch is something. So let me initialize this to a character constant. All right. So as I have told you, let us look at the size of the character constant, wherein we'll say size of character. In this case, the size of character is, I'll use something called size of, which is a compile time operator. I'll come to that, what is the meaning of compile time. I will do something like this. Okay. Then for the range and the arithmetic, we will have one special lecture for the range. As of now, we are only looking at printf, that is just print the character, and also look at the size of the character. We will also look at I'll just put here %d because size of returns in bytes. So I'll write here bytes. Okay, we will also look at what is the size of the character constant, right? There's difference between character constant and character. So my size of the character constant, which is in this case say a, so that is my character constant, so I will just say a. Okay, so there may be a confusion. You say a is assigned to character, and when I say size of character, what is displayed, so there may be a little bit of confusion. So let us not worry about that. We will just try and make it more readable. Okay, so now let me save this code and run this code. So if you now look at my character constant is, I have displayed the character which is a here, correct, but my size of character, character is 1 byte, but my size of character constant is 4 bytes. So the size of character is nothing but size of an int. Okay, so this is what we talk about character constant. For example, you may say, since the size of the character constant is a, is int, can I just do this as say a and see what is actually printed? So when I try to run this code, it gives me a warning because it overflows, because we are trying to assign the value there. It is still a, right? Now suppose if I do something called a BAA, right, and now try and compile this code. Okay, so it still I think whether we have saved this code. Let me save this code. So now I have done a BAA. Okay, so if you now look at it is not printing B because it must be starting from the left side. For example, let me do it as BAB, and let me see small b, what will happen, right? So isn't it? So that's what it actually means, isn't it? So it actually starts from this side. So you may ask me up to how long I can actually go. Maybe so if I do something like this, now let us see, is it an error or still a warning, or is it clip, right? It just gives me a warning, so I should be able to display B, isn't it? So people may say that you have to give character constant as one character, which is what is required, but since the size of the character constant is an int, I can give more than one character. But of course, as we know, if we do something like that, it will actually, suppose if I do a C, it actually takes this C and remaining everything it will ignore. Okay, so I can, suppose if I go to any length, then save this and try and get this out. So it gives me a C. Okay, so which clearly means that this is possible. This is something beyond what we are supposed to know, but that's still fine, right? So I think we are very clear with the character type. We look at the character arithmetic and all that in the coming lectures. All right. Thank you very much.